What was the highest waste of money that you don't regret? Liberty or whatever said, I got into a stupid fight with my brother, so I found a game he had pledged on Kickstarter, Space Haven, and saw that for $360 I could write a pre-made character bio that would randomly show up. So I pledged it and wrote a character bio with his name and made him a flaming eye hole. I have never played this game and don't want to. Oxblood Oxheart said, I've been a fat guy all my life. Like, really fat. Dressing comfortably was always my preference because being stylish just isn't an option at my size. This was always a source of anxiety at any social event that required dressing up. When I realized I had 4 weddings of close friends all coming up within the year, I decided to bite the bullet and get some decent formal clothes. I spent $800 on a suit jacket, $250 on 2 pairs of dress pants, a little over $300 for 3 shirts and 3 silk ties that were between $70 and $100 each. I stood for all my measurements and had everything tailored to my exact specifications. Did a fitting and had a second round of alterations on the pants so they actually looked decent even though I wore them under my gut. People were floored when I showed up to the first wedding. I received so many compliments and actual double takes. Being introduced to new people felt completely different. I felt impressive. Some of those weddings were the best times of my life, and it was due, in no small part, to how those clothes looked and made me feel. Some of those friends have big pictures from their weddings hanging on their walls, and I don't cringe in embarrassment when I see myself in them. Those clothes cost more than I have ever spent on clothing in any 10-year period, and they were worth every penny. Green Radiant said, spending hundreds of euros on broken musical instruments because they were pretty. I have since bought spare parts and started repairing them. I found my destiny. Daisy Chain 0606 said, this may not seem like a lot of money to some, but I weighted 287 pounds. I lost 100 pounds and my reward was a $300 pair of Frye boots. I had been drooling over them for years and finally scrimped and saved to buy them. I told my husband it was my food money. Laugh out loud. It was actually my cigarette money. I had quit smoking a year before that, but still faithfully put away 7.00 a day. I figured that I could always find cigarette money when I smoked, so I will keep finding it to save. I bought a Nintendo Wii that way too. I have never regretted using those boots. I love them. Mr. Abomination said, I spent too much money on a big treadmill for a very small apartment. But I've ran 15 to 25 kilometers on it every week for the past several years, and it's been incredibly helpful both physically and mentally. Wild Rookie said, just shy of $20,000 to go to Antarctica traveling solo, small cruise ship. More than I've spent on every other vacation I've taken combined. Was one of the best trips of my life. It also gave me enough space and clarity to realize how toxic my ex was to me, so that I could find the strength to leave not long after I got back. I'll always want to go back to Antarctica. The inner peace I found there changed my life. Traveler W said, sold everything. Bought a sailboat. Moved my family of 5 onto it and spent 4.5 years cruising the Eastern Caribbean with them. No idea what the total cost was, well north of $100K, but was worth every penny. Asblister Sauce said, I took a trip to Japan during my senior year of college. I went with one other friend and spent about $2,800. Based on my financial position, no job, in debt from college, only one working parent, it wasn't an easy purchase, but oh my god, that trip is still the best trip I've ever been on in my life. I would happily spend double that if it means I can experience it for the first time all over again.